Yay, good afternoon. It's us.
Finally.
It's absolutely Mary and Lois. Welcome. It's been a long time. It's been a while, hasn't it?
So busy though.
Yeah, we have been very busy.
Both of us
yeah.
busy, really.
Very
And
busy.
it's, nothing particularly interesting to share, but just busy.
Interesting for us. Might not be so interesting for you. But we're back. We're back.
Yes.
And we're back with a vengeance. And we're back at a particular time of year.
Oh, we thought we'd better start talking about the C word.
Oh, dear. All right. Do we have to?
Well, I want to hold back the tide, really.
I mean, you can't not talk about it, though, can you? It's
No, I
staring us
know.
in the face everywhere, isn't it?
I know.
you guess
It's
what
been
it
in the
is?
shops since September. I opened my curtains last Sunday, Mary, and the Christmas lights were up outside.
Oh, I know.
And I thought, really? Can we not hold the
I can't
tide
get my
back?
head around it, Lois, because I just think by the time Christmas actually comes, we're not even in Advent yet.
Exactly.
By the time Christmas comes, just sick to death of seeing all these lights and flashes and lights everywhere and Happy Christmas everywhere. You've had enough.
Well,
by
now that one house has put them outside, the other houses are
Of
beginning to
course,
put them outside.
yeah.
So they're all, it's a bit like Canute trying to hold the tide back.
I can imagine. And is it like they're living the American dream while one house then is out doing the next house and then the next house has to outdo that house?
Well, to be fair, people do come over from the village to have a look at the lights over here. So
that's
it's,
quite, that's sweet,
they
isn't it?
could end up doing tourist trade, really, with some of the lights that go up. You'll see when you come over
Yeah.
how they
Like Blackpool
do that.
Illuminations, is it?
Yeah, I know.
I know.
But, for me, do you know, when I was a little girl, in our house, I would go to bed on Christmas Eve, no decorations.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I'd wake up Christmas morning
Yeah.
and the whole house was
Wow.
decorated.
Oh, that must have been really magical.
Well, it was, but people think that's a bit strange these days, don't they?
Well, I don't ever remember our decorations going up very well in advance. I'm sure it
Week-
might have been
a
about
week
a
in
week.
advance?
Yeah, maybe a week.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was mass. I tell you what I used to love. I mean, they do though, because you can make them yourself, can't you? You know the paper chains?
Yes.
Oh, I used to love making
Yeah.
those. And then we'd put them up with such pride in our house at Christmas time. They were simple, but it was just...
Can we do some of those down the church?
Let's do some of... Yeah. Let's do that at our Christmas party.
Yes.
Yeah, right. That's
Right,
that.
that's done.
Yeah.
But still, we haven't reached Advent yet.
No,
And, so what do you like best about Christmas, Mary?
Well, I mean, I love going to the church services at Christmas, I have to say. And so St. Mary's I'm ever so greedy. I go to the Methodist church, but I also worship in the Church of England. But it is quite magical in some of these buildings, isn't it? You know what I mean by magical? Like, well, spiritual then. You really feel like there's something quite awesome and amazing about it. You know, they've got the big chandeliers with the candles on, and St. Mary's have gone a bit modern this year, though. They've got the tall candles like that in the big candelabras that hang down from the ceilings, but they're all remote controlled. But they're so effective. They look brilliant, Lois. They look like real candles lit. Yeah. And you can press a button on there and it flickers the candles in different ways.
Technology.
Fancy, isn't it? It's really
Wonderful.
fancy.
Wonderful.
But that whole atmosphere, it just transports you to something, it transcends us. Maybe that's the right
so.
word. To something really meaningful
Yeah.
about that time of year. I mean, it is in the word Christmas, isn't it?
I know.
And I think that Christ is missing in Christmas.
Yeah, well, I tell you what's creeping in more and more is the American tradition of happy holidays. rather than
yeah.
Happy Christmas.
Oh no.
And I think that's to deny what it's about, really.
That's so twee, isn't it, as well?
I noticed that there are presents that you can get and cards where it says Happy Holidays. And I think that's a bit sad, really.
Yeah, when I hear you say that, it makes me feel like going in the shops with a Sharpie pen and scribbling it out.
I don't think we can do that
No,
now,
I don't
can
think
we,
I
really?
can do that now.
No.
I feel like it, but I'm not going to do it.
Well, I like the churchy bit, but I do like being with my family for part of it. I think we've just been talking about that, and I do like going to church with my family, and there's something about the story being told yet again, and the lead up to that story, because it's a very powerful story. I was interested in Rob Rinder speaking on the television today. And I mean, he's Jewish, very proud of his Jewish heritage. But he said, let's not forget at Christmas, which he celebrates alongside Hanukkah, of course. He said, let's not forget the story, the powerful story that is at the centre of Christmas. And the trouble with Christmas beginning in September in the shops is somehow crowds out that baby being born.
Yes, I agree with that. That it is a sad shame that it seems to be being so diluted these days. Interestingly, again, I've mentioned before about working as a chaplain, and last year I remember working with one of the occupational therapists on the ward. Chaplains tend to work with occupational therapists or activity care coordinators because they're sort of activity based, so they'll take that time to sort of work and help manage the ward with the chaplain, really.
Yes.
So in terms of Christmas, looking at carol services and things like that, there was one of the OTs that said, oh, well, we don't want to just sing carols, she said. We want to sing, other sort of songs, and it got a little bit uppity about the Christian element of Christmas. And I think it was right for me to say, which I did, well, we can't take the Christ out of Christmas, because that is what it is. It is that celebration, it is that season, and it is that event. And that's what's happening. It's happening more and more wherever you go.
Yeah.
That you will have people who say, well, we don't want to have it fixed on one particular sort of faith tradition, or but we recognise faith traditions.
Oh, absolutely.
Throughout the year,
and I love to see how they celebrate Diwali.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love to see the way that Muslims do Ramadan. I think there's a real lesson for us through their sacrifice in Ramadan. And always the Jewish festivals, Hanukkah. And of course we've grown up out of that tradition as well. But
we still acknowledge that and accept it and respect it.
We do.
And we want the same for the Christian tradition of Christmas.
Yes.
That's also in its own right, and it needs to be celebrated for what it is.
It is
and not
needed to
down.
be celebrated.
We don't water down Ramadan, do we? We don't water down
No,
other faith traditions.
And I hope that doesn't happen either.
And it shouldn't. It shouldn't have to.
No, absolutely. But I love the carols. You've only got this little window of opportunity to sing some wonderful carols.
Have you got a favourite carol?
Well, I'm a Methodist, it's got to be Hark the Herald Angels Sing, hasn't it?
Oh, wow,
I mean, John Wesley's favourite.
Yeah.
But
it is a cracking one, though.
We do have a family connection, Mary, to a more modern carol that's become popular, because my son-in-law's grandmother, Valerie Collison, wrote Come and Join the Celebration.
I don't know that one.
Come and join the celebration. It's a very special day. Come and hear the jubilation. There's a new king born today.
Hey! Oh,
no.
I love it.
So, That's the family connection, and I usually try and include that in a service if I lead a service.
I like
But
that.
I just love the singing, and I think people find... I do think that people who wouldn't normally come to church
Yeah.
come for almost a reassurance
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're more
that
like
we're
the
still
Christians.
holding that light,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, I know. I mean, St Mary's is packed at Christmas
Yeah,
time, you know, for
we
all the
are
carols.
a bigger
And the carol
congregation.
services in the Methodist Church. The ones last year that I went to, they were all really busy.
I know. We do get busy, and people seem to return somehow to hearing the story again. And of course, you've got it in the schools. There's nothing better than seeing a school nativity play, is there?
Absolutely. Yeah, I love it. Well, yeah, and I hope that that tradition keeps going as well, because not all schools will specifically do that, will they?
No,
with the
I don't
nativity?
know.
think
I
we'll
don't
get
know what
some-
the guidance is
Does a
these
lot
days.
depend on the head teacher as well?
Does
I
it?
don't know. Well, I mean, I suppose, you know, if you think that's the top dog, isn't it, in the school, it's going to trickle down into kind of
Yeah.
what's going to happen.
Well,
I suppose-
my grandson, this is his first year in school. He's been told he's a shepherd.
Oh, well, that's encouraging. Good.
No,
bless him.
I've got a few stuffed sheep, not real ones,
Yeah,
but I have offered them,
yeah.
you know, just in case he needs a few sheep. But Lydia seems to think that some of his schoolmates will be dressed as sheep, so we'll see how that works. But it's good that they do it, and as you say, not all schools will do it, but hopefully they have a good time as well.
And do you know what I was thinking as well? That even though, because some people will moan about, well, people only come to church at Christmas, you know. That.
I don't
I
worry
just
about it.
think, but they're coming and they're there and they're singing those songs, and that really means something.
Of course
And
it
does
does.
it matter if it's only once a year that they're coming or twice a year?
No,
No, I don't think it does.
I don't think it does. I think it's... I do always think that people come back at Christmas because the story is relatable in
Yeah.
so many ways.
Yeah, and powerful.
And
really
a very powerful,
important.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and of
story.
course Mary has a central role, as we've talked about in the past.
Yeah, I'm not being funny, but I like having a central role. Oh no, it's not about me, is it? Only joking.
Yeah, well, I think, yeah. Well, but, so yeah, but it's just everything that happens around Christmas and the shopping. Do you know, sometimes I go to Lidl's and Morrison's for my shopping these days, more and more in Lidl's, I have to say. But you know, you come in the era of Christmas and there's people going round with their trolleys absolutely
Stacked.
stacked.
Yeah.
And I stand there and I think, who's eating all this food?
I don't know. Maybe
And there's an awful lot of food being bought over and above what is normal.
Yeah, isn't it? Everything's in excess at Christmas, isn't it? Even the presents. I mean, you know, the children, there's just so much, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know, there don't seem to be a cut-off point. There seems to be a competition. I don't know. I don't know about the shopping trolleys, but I guess I don't know, maybe they're
It
feeding their
quite
whole
disturbs
families.
me every year. And I know I'm going, you know, to a shop like Morrison's and there's queues and queues of people with all these
That's
piled up
stuff, yeah.
food. And I'm thinking, who's eating all of
Yeah,
this?
because also the reality is the shop's only shut for like a day, isn't
I
it?
know, that's the other thing. Yeah.
It's not like, oh, it's closed for a week, so you better get the supplies stocked up. You know, it's only shut for a day, and then it's all back on again, isn't it?
I mean, do you like turkey?
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't. It's got to be cooked right. It's not my favourite. I mean, I eat it because it's traditionally what we eat at Christmas. But I don't know. There's many years I've threatened to get beef or pork, and then I always back down because it just feels wrong. It doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And then I think, Mary and Joseph didn't eat turkey on Christmas Day, did they? Baby
wouldn't have
Jesus
thought
is
so.
born and they got a
Get what they've given, I would have thought, in
turkey
the
out
guest
there in
house.
the
Yeah.
stable, you know,
Yeah.
a few bits of wood and Cracking on a turkey.
I suppose it comes from a tradition that turkey used to be really expensive. It's not cheap now. But it was a bit of a treat, apparently, in years gone by. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. How long has that tradition been going on for?
A lot of what we do at Christmas, apart from the story we talk about, is Victorian. I think Christmas trees came into fashion through Prince Albert.
Was it?
I think so. I mean, it's about, going on 200 years, just less. But I think that it's all quite recent. And Christmas cards. Does anybody send Christmas cards anymore?
I don't really. Not really. A few.
I'm not very good at it.
No, I never was, though, really. I think it's a bit of a waste of... I do think about this. I'm not opting out, but I do think about the environment as well, and I think, what's the point of buying all these cards?
But the thing is,
thrown away?
You buy a pack of cards, it costs double the price of the card to send it in the post.
It's really expensive now, isn't it? I give the grandchildren Christmas cards, and my children, and that's it really. I don't really tend to extend it much further. Probably a few friends.
Yeah.
But it's got less and less, I think, as the years have gone on. The whole
we used to have a tradition at Cheddar, and I'm not sure if it's still going on, but we used to have one very big card put in the church, and people would sign it as wishing Happy Christmas to everybody else, but give a donation for a chosen charity.
Actually, that's a really good idea. Do you think we could introduce that again this year?
I don't see why not. They may still do it, but I think it's gone by the board a bit. But I just love the idea that you're still wishing your church family, at least, a happy Christmas. But you are in the process of that giving to a chosen charity. I think we've done things like Water Aid, which is a favourite charity in our church, and we raise quite a bit of money that way, really.
Well, let me see if we can do it again this year. Well, let's make it happen. We'll make it happen. Yeah, that'd be good. But no, I think going back to what you were saying about the importance of the Christmas story, we must never forget that. Yeah, I think as a church, I often think, how can we do that well? How can we tell the story well at Christmas? Because it's so important.
Yes. And it needs to be more than words.
Yeah.
I think some people learn in different ways. We know that these days, don't we?
Sure,
I mean, the story is a powerful one when it's told well. But I do think that the figures, of the nativity are important and beg questions really about who this person is.
People are curious, aren't they?
They are curious if you do it.
What's that all about? Why is there a baby in a manger? They wouldn't say a manger. Why is a baby in a crib? Yeah, causes curiosity and questions are asked.
And who is she dressed as an angel?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be an angel, I think.
Yeah.
I've been an angel in Cheddar before.
Well, you are a little angel.
So, I just need to, put my mark on that one, really.
Well, I'm going to be the storyteller, apparently, this year.
Big role.
Yeah, we got a children's Christmas party. And I'm going to be the storyteller telling the Christmas story.
Big role, that.
And they've called it The Miracle of Christmas. And I was thinking, it'd be amazing to have a great big sign up outside the church, The Miracle of Christmas, like all lights and everything, just to sort of like draw attention to it so people don't forget.
Yeah.
We don't want people to forget about the Christmas story. I don't want to forget about the Christmas story.
No, I don't either. I don't either. But
I still want to call him Judge Rinder. He used to be Judge Rinder. What was his name?
Rob Rinder.
Rob
I think he's still a barrister, and I think I don't know if he's a judge.
That he was on Judge Rinder. He used to be on that, didn't he?
Yeah.
I like him. He says some really wise things.
He does never forget the story.
He said, don't forget that's it. That is at the core of Christmas.
Yeah. And before we finish, I just want to tell you about. I was once asked whether we had any traditions in our family. And Roger, my late husband, and myself, we had a tradition after Lydia was born, because we have a beautiful nativity set carved from Bethlehem. And this will go out in a few weeks' time here now. But before Christmas, the figure of Jesus was never in the crib. And on a Christmas morning, Lydia, if she's listening to this, will remember this, she had to find Jesus and put him in the crib.
Bless.
And the moral was, you have to find Jesus for yourself.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's very powerful, Lois, isn't it? It's quite emotional.
Yeah.
So, guys, Christmas is soon to be upon us, isn't it?
It is, and we'll be
here.
ready. We'll be ready.
Don't take the Christ out of Christmas, and don't forget, find Jesus for yourself. See you soon.
Thanks, Mary.